Hi Cancer, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of September, as usual, I have a special sales offer available that is inspired in this Virgo themed season we are on, and it's called Wipe It Clean. If you would like to know more details about that special offer or any other of my services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. So, Cancer, I feel like September might be felt a little bit like one of those months that are testing our patience. There are tests to our patience. I feel like things are not actively flowing, right, happening, being manifested as you would like, as what would make you feel happy or motivated. You're needing to tap into a lot of inner resources to find contentment and motivation to do many of the things that might all feel like, routine wise, like things that are mundane and natural that we do in our everyday life. But even to find motivation and will, some of you are really, having a hard time coping with life and the mechanisms of life. And this is all making you wanting to withdraw. For some of you, to a complete state of, I don't want to do anything, just be in bed all day long, just be in my bubble, right, all day long, sleeping, watching movies, meditating, praying, looking at the stars, right, daydreaming, crying, whatever it is. Some of you just want a moment of quiet is like September, the whole month. You want the whole month to be quiet, because I feel like some of you need this quietness, even though sometimes at the beginning you might resist this, or you might feel like, you're failing, you're not, doing what you're supposed to do, because I keep getting like some of you are fighting against your own needs, which might fall into the rest, fall into this need to take a break. You might be looking at yourself in a very negative way, so be mindful of the talk, right? The internal talk, what you're saying, what type of thoughts you're creating, and giving power by believing in them, and what kind of emotions are coming and bubbling here that put you in a weak position. You're not weak, you're not, a failure, you're not anything less, just because you are in need of something that is different from this crazy do society that we live in to feel, competent, to feel successful, to feel like we're someone. So the tags, there's a lot of tags with cancers here falling. Definitions of what a successful person is, right? What a mother figure should be, what a wife should be, what a husband should be, what a boyfriend should be, what a son should be, what a father should be, what a CEO should be, what an actress should be. So whomever you are, you're everything. You are what you do professionally, who you are at home, right? Who you are with your loved ones, who you are with a stranger. All those things are natural parts, right? Expressions of you, but they are not you. They are parts of you. The whole unity of you, it's a whole. Those are parts that are reflected and expressed, that belong to that unity, that many times we don't get to really acknowledge and understand, because we always identify with something according to our own experiences that makes us feel safe, stronger, more in control. But in reality, we are all capable of being the worst and the best people in this planet. We all have the power to do good, to do bad, right? So I'm saying this because I feel like some of you cancers need to really drop the IDs you have created in your mind, of what you as a good person, in all your roles. The good, what is the good? I feel like some of you feel irrelevant. It feels like you don't have power to do much, to change much for yourself, let alone to change much for the life of others you are dealing with. So again, the recognition of who you truly are feels as what's emerging, right? Out of all of this kind of tricky process you might be in September. This test of patience for many. This test of patience for many is a test of patience with yourself, with the things you need, with the things you're discovering and accessing here in this depth, in this quiet energy. It's like you're emptying yourself from, again, all those definitions so you can, what? Recharge with thoughts that are more empowering, structured, in alignment with the things you want to then actively pursue as you go into October. You need to recharge batteries. You need to reset your mind and your heart from all negativity, from all things you feel excluded from in life. And I feel like some of you Cancers I'm connecting, you feel excluded from a lot of things. You feel like you have missed on a lot of things, or that you're missing on a lot of things when it comes to major things in life, major things that we look for to find in life, right? And again, you have 2 4s here in September, so definitely this is all about foundations and working on your foundations, emotional and mental foundations. So when we have a strong, steady foundation, when we work there with that grounding forces, everything we build from there will be strong, long-lasting, right? Supportive, ours. But you are rebuilding here. You are strengthening here foundations that have been weak or faulty or deceptive, that have not allowed the true power, the warrior in you to come out and fight, the warrior in you to go live the things you want to live. You have 2 very opposite influences here. You have a very passive, reflective, reminiscing state, a state of apathy for some, a state of, just a pause in action, a pause in anything, silence, recovery. There's something here about denial. You could feel like there's a denial on someone's end or on something, right? There's a denial that it's just something that's going to activate this moment of withdrawal, because by feeling like you're rejecting or being rejected the opportunity of something, you're going to hide to recover from that, to process that no, that obstacle, that limitation. So you go within, you hide to process it, so then you come back to fight again, right? You come back to the warrior mode. You come back to a state where you pursue the things you want and you act upon them almost like in a bold way. So it's like almost like there's something here for Cancers, like going from the sleepy beauty, right? The sleeping beauty state into awakening as a dragon. A fierce dragon that's going to hunt for the things it wants, that's going to push to get the results. So you go from, again, a moment of stillness to a moment where when you awaken, you have this fire in you. You have this conviction, you have this passion, you have this understanding that nobody's going to offer you the things you want. Nobody's going to hand them to you. And that you're not a little princess or a little prince, right? You're not codependent from illusions of perfect worlds and realities, right? Because those illusions hurts us. They're very hurtful when we fall into the depressive state by acknowledging that they were illusions. This is living here in a more raw, primitive state, right? Understanding here the callings of the flames, understanding their power to create. And I feel like also some of you have an issue with affirmation of your intentions and desires. And so some of you could have half of your problems in a way improved if you would dare to, again, say things directly. Be direct. When you want something, say it directly. Don't wait for someone to guess. Don't wait for, a miracle. Just do it. When you want something, go get it. When you want someone to, again, look at you and understand you, call their attention actively. Because I feel like some of you have been in this mode of, I don't want to say manipulation, but it's almost like trying to get to results in a way that it's not effective, because it's hiding. I keep getting like some of you want things to happen, but in a way where you don't have to put yourself on the line, right? In a way where you don't have to show yourself as being the one doing those crazy wild things or moves, or the one that loses the composure. It's like some of you are a little bit afraid of judgment. You have, and you know that you have all this dragon inside of you, and that's the problem, is that when it wants to come out, and it should come out, you're so terrified by the power you have in you and the damage that could do, that you control it, you suppress it, and then you hide, right, in the cave, in the dark, to cool down, to calm down. But it's like this endless push and pull of two aspects of your nature that needs to find resolution. So basically I'm feeling like there's two sides of your nature. One that's very calm, very, very calm, very serene, very silent, passive. And one that it's bold, aggressive, direct, right? Spitting fire, which means that you say things, you communicate with passion, because passion and fire are correlated with individuality. So you are not afraid to express your individuality out there in the world. And those two sides of you are falling here into extremes. So finding integration between the warrior, right? The warrior in you, and the soldier that retreats because understands that there are some battles that are not worth fighting for. Also, this is an energy that falls into this position of, during September, understanding what battles are worth fighting and what battles are not, where to apply the energy properly so that you have the best results. I also feel like some of you could be triggered by, this could be a person, this Knight of Wands, it could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence, or someone with this fiery energy that I talked about, someone that activates the dragon in you because they also have that fire going on. But the thing is, the activation coming from this person, if this Knight of Wands is being embodied in the presence of someone in your life, this person shows here as, being someone that plays a little bit of tricks with you, and someone that might not be as honest and direct themselves on their approach. And this boils is someone that makes your blood boil, right? And this effect sometimes is so strong that, again, if it is someone that you deal with every day, like a family member you live with, or a person you work with, or even your partner or a friend, someone that you deal with a lot, this is why sometimes, again, you might feel like you need to hold back. because you don't know what you're gonna do, right? Because this person keeps triggering in you that energy of the blood boiling. And so some of you, it's like you don't know what you could do if you don't withdraw, because this person is really driving you crazy. For some of you, are just triggering you so much. Some of you, it's like some of you deserve, some of you, this person deserves the fire that will come out of you. So it's like you could suppress as long as you need or think, you know, you can, but I feel like you will have a moment where you're going to say it, where you're going to make sure that this person understands that they cannot play with you, they cannot mess with you. So there's someone in which this energy comes across as they're playing games with you, and you're going to make sure that you make them understand that you know that they're playing games with you. For others of you, could be the opposite way. For Cancers, of course, that have been more on the playing and manipulation that I said before, where you want to subtly, you know, it's like pull strings to make things happen without being direct upon your intentions and approach. Someone might be spitting that fire on you. So someone might be telling you that they know what game you're playing. So it could go both ways always. But regardless of that, the bottom line of the experience here in September is all about what I said before. I also feel like some of you, it's like you're just having a hard time in the last months, I feel, finding the contentment, the internal contentment that you found in previous months or years. Something that has been absent, that has not been feeding you, right? So you're starving. The dragon is starving. What happens? What can happen when your inner dragon is starving? It's angry, starting to get angry, agitated, restless, because it's not getting, again, the needs of that soul warrior, right, energy met. So it's very important that you dive. Take, yes, the moments in the cave, the moments by yourself, but to dive as deep as possible to understand the requirements, right, to feed this dragon. So this dragon only acts, the beast in you, let's put it again, the beast, the primitive side, only awakens and acts when it's needed, and not to lash out or destroy because it's completely neglected, right? Its voice, its cry has not been heard by you or acknowledged by you. So it has to rebel. There's a side of you on your own that might be rebelling against another. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.